little snow on the wings here. It shouldn't take too long. And my name's Dave. Pleasure flying with Paul. Let's see you met Christopher, Emily.
De-icing fluid covered the ground. It was late November, and we were making a getaway for a warmer climate. I watched the Rocky Mountains pass by. My first views of a new place is always my favorite, especially by air. However, this was not the tropics.
This is it.
This is it. This is our car. Car for the week. So we got a little SUV. I'm guessing so. There's only one way to go. So.
Okay.
We found our way to the Port Augusta Inn and found our room.
Okay, so we just got into our room. Lyndon is madly taking off his shoes. Wow, there is windows galore here. And
Okay, that one didn't have the view. Maybe this one.
try this one. So yeah, a little bit of oh yeah, there it is. Oh, there's water right there.
Comox is located on the eastern coast of Vancouver Island, and we finally made a visit to the area after hearing so much about it.
Oh, so cozy.
I was delighted to see the sleeping area, although air circulation would be a bit of an issue.
No windows, but very cozy.
This would be our home for the next week, as we checked out Comox and the surrounding areas.
Here it is. It's a little bit better lighting. Tonight we're gonna eat at the Sushiwara Japanese restaurant. They probably have sushi there. And I kind of like the little nameplates of all the different fish you can eat. Found some holly. We also saw some palm trees, didn't film them. We'll try to film them on the way back.
Holly with berries is the pretty exotic plant where we're from in inland Canada.
Cute little wall. Blue. Just in case you wonder who they belong to the orchids. And there we go. A palm tree in Comox. Not convinced I'm in Comox? We're in Comox. Just across the way, you can see the harbor there. Having a nice walk. We even have pirates here. Arr.
It was a cold, rainy day, and there were no pirates to be seen. We were enchanted by the wind, causing the boat ropes to jingle like cowbells. We were also enchanted by these black-tailed deer.
That's a pretty good shot.
There's also a dog coming up behind us too, so that could be why he's just kind of starting. Oh wow, he looks so muscular.
They're quite similar to the mule deer. I was also amused to see how the deer froze in the yard and appeared to become lawn ornaments.
Wow.
As promised, we went to Sushiwara for supper. Comox has a number of amazing restaurants serving seafood, but the proximity of this one to our hotel made it an instant favorite for the convenience. And the food was amazing too. This sake cup with the koi at the bottom made me want to keep the fish hydrated. Strips of dried bonito flakes danced on our takoyaki. There was an extensive menu with a variety of rolls and non-sushi options too, but we found it hard not to try the visually pleasing creations. Comox First Nation is right beside
There's
Comox.
housing complex. maybe. It's just over there. Looks like it's in operation.
And they have some magnificent views of the bay and mountains in the distance. We made our way to the edge of the bay to look around. It was still a bit chilly, even with the sun.
Kinds of driftwood rocks. I'm finding it kind of interesting that there's oyster shells all over the place. Here. So I imagine the tide probably does come up this far.
On an exposed rock sat a couple of very large birds. We realized these must be the resident pair, as we saw them several times around the bay over the days that we were there. In the open water, I spotted some surf scoters. The mountains in the distance were capped with snow. I spotted an Oregon grape bush, much like the ones that I saw in Waterton, only larger, and no, I didn't eat any. The golden morning light lit up this miniature forest. Being November, we found Christmas decorations around, which seemed a little out of place with no snow. Walking around downtown Comox at night allowed us to see the lovely lights. And it definitely has a small town charm with lots of nice shops and places to eat. There was even a lighthouse-like lamp on this entryway. That is the bonus about winter in Canada. You don't have to stay up late to see the lights at night. We had wanted to visit Goose Spit, but on this day there was construction blocking the area off. Instead, we parked in a residential area and found our way to the shore. It seems like a beautiful area with a creek flowing to the bay and a good spot for birdwatching. I also found evidence of salmon in the creek. We saw a large number of waterfowl in the bay, as well as the bald eagle pair that we had seen the previous day. They had borrowed these posts with nest boxes to perch on. Meanwhile, a variety of ducks wintering in the area floated and swam about. There is a Canadian Forces base in Comox, and some sort of exercise was going on with a helicopter hovering over the bay. A great blue heron flew by. We also saw a swim club braving the cold waters of the bay. Comox has an annual polar bear swim on January 1st. Which has occurred for almost 50 years, so I imagine these ladies were training for it. The two eagles took off, disturbing the ducks into a short flight. The ducks quickly returned, reclaiming the shore. On our last morning, we went for a walk around Fisherman's Wharf. The water was so still, and it was lovely seeing the reflections of the boats in the water. There is a seal swimming near the edge of the boats on the left. There had been a bad storm that had blown up the coast a few weeks before, and we figured this must have been a casualty that had sunk. I spotted a great blue heron resting on top of someone's boat. And there was another sailboat that had been washed aground. Before our flight home, we visited the Heritage Air Parks, which is free to visit. They had decorated the aircraft with Christmas decorations as well, including this unfortunate mannequin strapped to this helicopter. I also ended up with the most unusual souvenir I've ever picked up on a trip. As always, thanks for watching.